Welcome, my people. Welcome, 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 welcome. My name is Adiwale. Sorry, I'm trying to set everything back on life, back on life, back on life. No, sorry. Let me put everything very well. Put everything well so that I'll be able to do it. My name is Adiwale. Back, back live today. Bless the name of the Lord. Happy New Month to every of our viewer. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Jank. Thank you, Joseph. I can see you on live. Thank you, everybody. Back to today, we want to talk about 5 key words. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Today's topic is sorry. Today's today's we are talking about the 5 key inauguration speech by the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Uh, the president, president. Sorry, it's just coming up now new to us. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Achuaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his inauguration speech. Therefore, today we are going to deliberate on the inauguration speech. Welcome. Please, you can send me requests. If you can send me requests, I will. If you can send me requests, yeah. Next person request. Yes, you can send me a request. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, send me a request. Want to check? Fuel subsidy gone. Commodity bond. Okay, thank you, sir.
I look at it silent. I'm not saying anything.
Hello, bro.
Yes, sir.
Happy New Month.
I wish you the same. Oh, sorry,
Good.
my camera is not too good. Let me fix it. I'll get back to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are waiting for. We are waiting also for FM to join us online. Yeah, we are waiting for FM to join us online. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. We are waiting. We'll check. Fuel subsidy gone. Commodity board established. Multiple forest exchange. Multiple forex exchange window gone. Monetary policy rate too high. It has to come down. Monetary policy is too high, must come down. Investors are welcome. Yeah, these are the 5 things we are going to deliberate on. These are the 5 things we are going to deliberate on. These are the 5 things. five things we are going to deliberate on. I would have liked to bring it down live, those five things to be typed. Maybe next week, next time we are coming on live, we'll find one of our admins to type it very well. And as we are waiting for the two speakers, we are waiting for them. We are waiting for them so that we'll start this live today. Okay, please, if you are live, please send me a request so that I'll be able to start it and I'll be able to. If you're live, please send me a request so that I'll be able to start it. Okay, thank you. Thank you, bro. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Joe, we are waiting for you also. I think Peptop is joining us. Yeah. Okay, thank you, sir. Okay. Hello, bro.
Hi, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good to see you back.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Thank God for the peace in our nation.
Yeah, we thank God for that. We thank God for that.
Yeah. Therefore, Joe is okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He wants to fix his camera. I think he has fixed it, and it's coming live. How is your
Okay.
day, sir?
Very well. Very well. And you too?
Okay. I'm fine. We bless God. We bless God. Hey, let us before we kick the ground rolling. I often appreciate two of you for being there for me as a person and also for the Voice Live Video Foundation for also the Voice himself as a blog. I thank you for being there for us, for coming to our rescue anytime we call on you with different kind of inconveniences. With that, you are still there for us for the progress of our nation. Number one, I want to give you a good news by the grace of God. At 2:00 today, our view on YouTube have climbed 30,000 views.
Wow. That's nice. That's nice.
Our
Congratulations.
view on YouTube, thank you, sir. Our YouTube has climbed 30,000 views. We have more than 1,000 followers on YouTube.
That's
Active
good.
follower,
That's a good news.
active 1,000 plus follower. At 2:00, we have
Nice one, bro. That's
1046 at 2:00. And
Wow.
by
That's
the
nice.
grace of God, we are moving very, very well. At us
Forward.
today, we have our view for today is almost 2,000 plus.
that's
I'm
good.
not sure
Well
maybe
done,
I've
oh.
ever have it.
That's
Wow. Wow.
yeah,
It has been a very
that's
good one.
commendable.
Without that one has been with your help and the help of everybody that has come on this platform who believe in better Nigeria to build up this nation. I did not
That's
take every
good.
opportunity for granted from you guys. I'm very,
Mm.
very, 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 very grateful. Back to business.
Yes,
Bro,
sir.
how are you?
Evening,
Very well,
sir.
sir.
Well done, oh.
Okay. Please, Mr. Joe, please introduce yourself to our audience. You are not a new person. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, good evening, audience, and my fellow panelists. This is Mr. Mark.
Okay.
As I said, I'm
So,
apolitical. Hello, can you hear me?
I'm with you, sir.
Okay. Yeah, this is Mr. Mark. Mr. Mark Onotu. A
Mr.
regular
Mark.
feature on, yes, Mr. Mark, yes. A regular feature on your discourse program.
Thank you very
into
much, Mr. Mark. Welcome.
prints
Sorry,
and general business.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, I always
Mm.
call you Mr. Joe. Sorry for that. I will take notes from
You don't
today.
give me name like that. No,
Bro,
wala.
the Jagaba
Mm.
family. Please can you introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. My name is Femi Akinshola, and I'm also a regular on this show. And thank you for having me once again, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We want to discuss about the 5 key points speech of the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's no more president-elect, it's now the president. Number 1 of it is fuel subsidy. Who is going first? Okay, FM, you go first.
Let
What is
FM
your
go
own
first.
view?
Let us hear
Yeah.
What?
the support for it before we knock it down.
Good
Okay.
evening, good
What
evening,
is
good evening once again. Once again. Yeah, I want this discussion to be educative and interactive. The political season is gone. We are no longer having any jamboree of campaign. We are no longer campaigning again. Now I want us to discuss live issues, you understand? And then to be sincere, with ourselves. Every presidential candidate of the 3 major political parties, they all campaign for the removal of fuel subsidy. And then a lot of people have said that, why do you have to remove the fuel subsidy now at this junction? The truth of the matter is that there is no right time. There can never be a right timing. It can never happen. There can never be what? A right timing. It has to be when? Now. Now. It's better we just go through the pain once and for all than for us to keep postponing the day of evil. Let us face the devil that has been staring at us. Let us chase the devil away. We need to dare and chase this devil of subsidy. It's a shambolic subsidy. It is demonic. It is catastrophic, and it is very dangerous for the Nigeria economy. First subsidy is a scam because just the few people and the few elites in this country have been enjoying the monopoly of fuel subsidy. They've been enjoying every benefit that comes from fuel subsidy. I don't have to go into definition of subsidy because it has been like a basic lingua in Nigerian palace. Almost everybody knows what subsidy is all about. But it is a good news for me, as far as I'm concerned, that the fuel subsidy is gone. And I want it to remain so. The truth of the matter is that it is a foundational problem. Fuel subsidy is a foundational problem. And then for you to address any foundational issue, you have to go back to the roots. And going back to the roots, it demands a lot of pains, a lot of discomfort, and a lot of challenges. And I want to enjoy all our viewers and Nigeria too, that we should not be perturbed. This is a trying time for us as a country, and this season shall pass away. The rationale behind removing fuel subsidy is as simple as this. Number one, a lot of importers claim that they are importing fuel into this country and they collect subsidy. But alas, they will tell you that they are importing 10,000 barrels of crude oil, of oil into the country. And eventually you just have them importing 5,000. And they collect subsidy for 10,000. The rest of the money goes to their pockets. Number two reason why fuel subsidy should be removed is because Nigeria is subsidizing for fuel of other neighboring countries. For example, in Niger Republic, we have Chad, we have Togo, we have Cameroon. They are all enjoying our fuel subsidy, which I don't feel, even though we are the giants of Africa, we should at least ensure that Nigerians as a whole, we enjoy the basic benefits of governance, especially when it comes to infrastructure, healthcare system, and our educational system, which is one of the key factors in which the new president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is very interested in. And by God's grace, as this subsidy is going, we are going to channel all the resources into alleviating poverty by providing basic infrastructure, by ensuring that there is healthcare system, free and functioning healthcare system, and at the same time our educational system is going to receive a boost. A lot of people have complained that President Tinubu should have waited for some time before he make this announcement, that there's no proper documentation, no this, no that. But let me come to you and tell you this basic truth, that the best time to remove this subsidy is when? Is now. And I want to enjoin all of us that the forces of demand and supply, the market forces, is going to regulate the prices of petrol in the coming weeks and in the coming months. As we all know, when SIM card started, I remember the first SIM card I bought for my mom. I bought it at the rate of 33,000 naira. I can remember when I bought that SIM card. Immediately MTN came out. But now, with 100 naira, 200 naira, you can get a SIM card. As a matter of fact, some people are even using SIM card as a bonanza or as a promo in the organization. So petroleum industry is going to open, the downstream sector is going to be opened up to a lot of people to come in. Now, if you have the money, you can decide I want to start importing fuel at a subsidized rate. When in as much that the environment is not monopolized, it's going to give room to a lot of players in the industry to come and also do what? And partake. By this, and by so doing, we are going to reduce the rate at which people are buying fuel. Just take this and note it down. A few months ago, we were buying diesel for 900 and something naira. As of today, diesel has gone as low as 640, 650, and in some places they are still selling as high as 700. But the difference is clear because diesel is no longer regulated. It is now deregulated. So petroleum industry too has also been deregulated, and we are going to enjoy the benefits in the long run. In the short run, it's going to be painful. It's going to be full of challenges for us. But I want us to please endure. Let us hold on to the pain and let us ensure that subsidy is gone forever and Nigeria start enjoying the benefits of democracy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I want us to be very brief because I don't want it to be. I don't want us to spend more than 40 minutes on this show.
Okay, sir.
What is your own view, sir? What's your own view, sir, Mr. Mark, about what FM have said?
Yeah, the fact is that the subsidy, actually, everybody knows what has, how I call it, characterized the subsidy is majorly a racketeering business for major players in the oil industry to make money, and those in government. And, there are these arguments that every candidate actually supported the removal of subsidy. Yes, they did. But the problem I have with this present removal is the sudden removal without any cautionary measures. Cautionary measures that, immediately you hike. Now, the subsidy removal, automatically, you see what NNPC put forward. The prices has tripled from 195, let me say 200, now to 500. Almost 3 times. Because some stations are even selling 550. So now, with that, you can see the ripple effect, how it has affected. Now, the problem I have is not the removal. Everybody knows what this subsidy we've been talking about since Jonathan Yar'Adua era. When they talked about removal of the subsidy, we all know that there were a lot of fraud in it, and it was not sustainable, even to the point where Nigeria is even borrowing to pay for the subsidy. And about half of the budget, half of our budget is even going into the payment of subsidy. It's not sustainable. I agree with that. But why you take out the subsidy without measures to cushion the resultant effect of the hardship that people are going to bear? I know they say that market forces will come into play where the price will be stable in a way. But the truth is that if you talk about market forces, the major people who are into shipping of this, what I call it now, NMPC is the major regulatory body. I don't know why don't they sit down, take thorough. It's not something that you must just remove like that, because the outgoing administration, I don't say the outgoing administration, but this administration said subsidy has been allocated till June, which is the ending of this June. They should have at least taken this whole month to sit down and structure things and make sure that, oh, we talk with the transport people, we talk with the market people, we talk, even workers, educate Nigerians. This is what we intend to do, but we use this whole month and strategize so that it does not sudden. And look at the confusion it has thrown most people into now. Me, I feel the approach that was taken was a very wrong approach. Very wrong approach. Sorry, I'm going to refer us back to what the Labour Party candidate, Peter B, even their manifesto, when they talked, they didn't really highlight much on the hot subsidy. But on many occasions where he talked about it, there are so many options on how to go about it so that it will cushion the effect of the hardship that Nigeria is going to face. We won't even know how long it will take for the price to settle to a point where people will, oh, it's okay, we are comfortable with this price. The sudden decision is my major issue. They should have sat down and thought this through, plan, see the major actors, even the NLC, engage people before they can come to conclusion and say we are moving this thing. Put things in place that will cushion all these effects. It's not now that we now see people reacting, NLC planning to go on strike, that you now want to call them and sit them and start talking to them. And then another problem I've even seen throughout the from the May 29th announcement till today, there have been no address to the nation. They have not even addressed the nation. Okay, fellow Nigerians, we know what you are going through. This is what we intend to do. No communication. I may have even been saying it right from the electoral process. A candidate that refuses to have any interview, sit down with Nigerians, call, what do you expect? It's the same thing when it comes to even worse. Communicate with Nigerians, engage with them. These are the people you are leading. These are the people that you say you want to serve. Leadership is not even coming to rule over people, but it's to serve them. Engage people and stakeholders in different, how will I call it now, sectors, so that we know how to cushion the effects of when the subsidy removal will be taken into full effect. I feel it was too sudden. I support it, but the approach that this present administration went about it, to me, is I totally disagree with it. Everybody is feeling it, Sha. That's the thing. Did you say? I said I can't hear you.
Sorry. Today everybody is feeling it. Everybody is feeling it, both the poor and the rich. When you buy I bought a fuel of 7,000 naira. I know it's not. But the issue is that FM, maybe tonight we'll dwell on only two. We'll dwell on only two. Maybe the next one will dwell on another two. The last one will dwell on the fifth one. What are you seeing the approach not being poor? Because do you have any insight what the president has in mind about putting some things in place, at least open the border, let the food come down, let some things come down? And are you not seeing that it's somehow early, as Mark said?
Okay, I want to give you I want to play a scenario. You understand, to you. I remember when I got married and for like a month or two, my wife did not take in. And my wife became so worried. You understand? She became so worried that, what's going on? Hope you are fine. Hope you are fine. And then, as God will have it, the third month she took in. And then I also have another friend who got married, and then on their wedding night, the wife took in. You understand? Now, are we going to say because she took in on the wedding night and my wife that took in 3 months after, are we going to call one as a very poor performance from the man? or the one that took in that same night as the best performance. No, both of them have an ultimate goal. If we have postponed it, it's just as if we are postponing the day of evil. This is a devil that we have all been seeing all this while. And to be honest, it's only going to take a courageous leader, a courageous president, a cerebral, sarcastic president like President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to take the bull by the horn and remove it. As a matter of fact, I love President Buhari so much, but he does not have the guts to do what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu just did. He took everyone by surprise, and that is one of the ways in which he know what a president is all about. Right from the day of inauguration, all of them have entered panic mode. They have all entered panic mode, and then we can see as of today that everybody is trying to fasten their seatbelt. A lot of precautionary methods and precautionary ways have already been outlined. And in the coming days, we are going to enumerate them, and then the presidency will be releasing them. Even though I am privileged to some information, but I can't say anything because I'm not the spokesman or spokesperson for the president. The president is going to communicate with us. And then I want you to understand that the president have communicated to the TUC, to the NLC, and all the stakeholders for a meeting. The first assignment President Bola Ahmed Tinubu did was to meet with the CBN governor and the NNPC director, Mele Kyari. He met him, and they have spoken. So it's not as if he wasn't carrying people along. He carried the stakeholders along, and he has also called them so that they can know what is at stake. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is very cerebral. He's not a president that is dumb. He's not dumb, and is going to address the nation in due time. I'm trying to address this issue of my dear brother raised. He's going to address the nation in due time. It does not make sense for you to come and address the nation when you have not spoken to the stakeholder. So as a few minutes ago, they had some meeting, and then by Tuesday they are going to reconvene for further discussion on this particular issue. So forget the fact that we are not engaging people. No, we are engaging the accurate stakeholders, but we know the devil we are fighting. We know the cabals we are fighting, and we know the demons we are fighting. So we need to fight them and fight them dirty and ensure that Nigeria is free from all these evil people that have been sabotaging this economy. Let me shock you. You all know that before President Buhari left, there was a pipeline that was run from Nigeria to Niger Republic. They are enjoying subsidized fuel. As of today now, they were selling their fuel for 300 and something before, but as of today, their fuel has gone up to 900 and something. Can you see the difference? So which means that all this while they have been enjoying subsidy. So all the neighboring countries are having this effect. And like one of our musicians said, that last, everybody will do what? Everybody will do all right. It's not going to be comfortable. Even the Bible says that when a woman is about to give birth, he will go into labor. So we are at the place of giving birth to a prosperous country. So we have to go through a labor. We have to go through pain. There is no woman on earth that will ever give birth and tell you that, I gave birth to this baby without feeling pain. No, you have to get to that climax when that baby is going to hook you, and you will scream. You scream whatever name you want to scream, whether your mommy's name or your daddy's name, and then you are going to do what? You are going to bring forth. The Bible says that why Zion travail. So we are in a traveling period as a country. So we need to understand that we need to travel so that we can bring forth something good. So forget the issue of the right timing or no right timing. The time is now, and I am in 100% support of the decision of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to remove this subsidy. And take note, he has made it clear, and he has called the governors that we are going to increase the minimum wage of all workers, which is the right thing to do. And he has said that there will be introduction of commodity board, which is another right thing to do. So we are bringing other things in place, and Nigeria will no longer be dependent on only oil. In fact, our forex, the amount we spend on foreign exchange is going to reduce. So there are a lot of factors, a lot of things that are going to culminate in the palliative measure that Nigerians is going to enjoy in the long run. But I want to appeal to everyone that this is our traveling period as a country. Please, let us bear the pain and let us see Nigeria as bringing forth new fruits. We want to bet a new Nigeria. We want to ensure that Nigeria become a better place for us. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Femi. Oh, Mr. Mike, Alpha, are you in agreement with what FM said? Just with one sentence.
So, as he said, still repeating the same talking points, just that me, I'm still not convinced that it was the right way to go about it. Decision was right, but the way they went about it was wrong. They had a window of this whole month to prepare, because the government, outgoing government, has made provision for subsidy to be sustained till the end of June. It's available, it was there in the budget. End of June, everything will be suspended. So I felt they will have taken enough time. It's not when you've taken the decision and are now planning on how to go about, cushioning the effect of the challenges that the thing has brought up. So,
okay, thank you very much. Okay.
I mean, let me just say, subsidy, yes, we are all in agreement. It should go. But the method and the way it was gone about, it was not. I'm still not convinced with what it's saying. But Nigerians are patient now. Let us wait. We'll give them at least this 1 month and see the actions that is being taken, and let us see the result it will yield. So we will wait and see. Let us wait.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
Sorry to put this in. Regardless of whoever is leading, we all pray that this nation will be better than it was. We will pray that things will improve. We're all Nigerians. Whatever happens, it happens to everybody. Whatever decision is taken, it happens regardless of your religion, regardless of your region, regardless of your political affiliation. We pray that things get better in this country. So what my prayer is, let the right decisions be taken, that at least this nation will see that it will move forward. So we are patient. We will wait and see.
Okay, FM, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you very much. Oh, the last question. The last question. FM, I want you to summarize this question within 2 minutes. It's two. Number one, he was saying that it's not the right, it's not the way going about it is the approach is somehow wrong, which me as a person also, I'm also in agreement of that I was thinking that at least stabilize things, let's open the border, let food ship, even though it's going to shoot up, because everything will still shoot up. It will not be as high as we are now. And I'm asking you this question. Are you saying that the outgoing administrative set a trap for this? Number one. Number two is that, how are we sure that the subsidy money will be used in a right way according to all of our politicians? Because it's not first time of getting different money from different angles.
Okay. Thank you very much for this question. Now, let me go to the question. You actually asked me 3 questions, not 2 questions. Number one, you said you don't believe that the approach is right. Number 2, you were asking me if the outgoing administration set a trap. And number 3, you asked me if the subsidy removal, the subsidy money will be used to address other key issues, as it has been said by our current president. Now, let me go back to the first question, or your first area of worry. Number one, he said you are not convinced enough that the approach he took was actually wrong, was actually right. But I still keep on saying this, and I'll keep on saying this. Please and please, if I'm going to Sokoto today, I can decide to go through different routes. The major thing is for us to get to our destination. That's number one. Number 2, if the minimum wage is being increased before the subsidy is removed. Another concern is going to be the inflationary effect on the economy. So which means that it cannot do that without having a double-digit inflation. Already we are at a double-digit inflation, but it's going to increase, or double. The inflationary level is going to increase. That's another major reason. And then thirdly, like I said, the outgone administration already lays down some rules. Remember, there was a transition committee that transited from the outgone administration to the new administration. So there were a lot of precautionary measures that even our former President Muhammadu Buhari, has already put in place. He has already put some precautionary measures. But the truth of the matter is that we cannot have everything perfect. Everything cannot be perfect. This is a desperate situation, and desperate situation, it requires desperate action. Please, it requires desperate action. If you are saying that we have to put a lot of things, see, forget it. When COVID came, nobody prepared for COVID, and we all survived it. So please, forget that we have to use 1 year, 2 months, 3 months to prepare. There is no longer palliative that can be given to us than what we are trying to put in place now. We are still going to go through this same pain. That is that. Number 2 question: was there a trap set by the outgone administration? On paper, it wasn't a trap, but in reality, I see it as lack of guts on the side of President Muhammadu Buhari. He's going to step on a lot of toes, and he's trying to be careful for the sake of his kinsmen not to step on some particular toes. On paper, he has already written it down. That is why it is not a trap. That by June, there will no longer be subsidy. But already, there was a provision for subsidy till June. But as we speak today, Nigeria does not have money to even pay the subsidy for June. And that was why the president, in his wisdom, he made a statement. He said he had inherited both the assets and liability of his predecessor, which happens to President Muhammadu Buhari. In summary, there is even no money on ground to pay for June subsidy. Are you going to call me to come and pay for the subsidy? So it does not make any sense paying the subsidy. So let the subsidy go, and let it go for God's sake. That's that for that. And number 3, I want you to have the highest assurance that the current president is going to work, and is going to work well for the good of this country. His wife made a statement. He said they are not poor, and everybody knows President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not poor. He does not need our money for anything. But he has come here as a savior, as the motive of our time, to come and save this country and lead this country forward. So I want you to have the best assurances that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is going to ensure that the money that should have been used for subsidy is going to be channeled to the right place. So we don't have any concern. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. I received a signal from some of my team that we should dwell more on subsidy, because we are going to pick the remaining topic 2-2, and that means to say we should dwell subsidy today. Sorry of our viewer, we are dwelling on subsidy only for today. Back to you, Mr. Mark. What is your own view? What is your own view now? If you are to advise the president, because in the next 5 minutes we are rounding up the show. If you are to advise the president, what is your own view about this subsidy removal? What is your own advice about more way to caution the effect on the poor masses?
Now, the major challenge is the transport sector. I feel they should subsidize now, not the fuel, but cost of transportation. Call the major players, the different associations under transport. Provide mass transit. This will have been done earlier, so that by the time you are removing subsidy, people will not start feeling. Last week was a very terrible experience for a lot of commuters. You know, that would have been one area. Then the filling station, you know, when it was announced, they started hoarding. I think we felt the impact for like 2 days before everything stabilized. We will have flooded, you know, the marketers with enough products so that there won't be any case of hoarding and things like that. Then also, when we talk about importing the fuel, we will have opened the markets. People who are this thing refining, like now, what the Labour Party candidate was even saying, he told me that even right to the creeks, those people who do illegal refinery, license them, license them. They will pay for government license. You tell them that build your modular refinery. I think they call it modular refineries also.
Yeah,
Just small
modular
scale
refinery.
refineries where you can supply within a locality. See, when all these things we're talking about, the hike in price of fuel, it will crash within a month. There are steps, clear steps in how to go about these things. I'm fully in support of this subsidy because even the money they claim that they are paying, we don't even know whether they're actually paying and who they're actually paying and where the money is actually going to. NNPC is not even accounting for what is even coming in, not talk about what is even being spent on. You know, so that should go, but create the enabling environment where people, when it's removed, people will not feel the impact. In the area of increasing salary, is long overdue. It's long overdue. I agree with that, but it's not the only measure. It's not the only measure because people will spend more now for almost everything: food, commodity, services, everything will increase. But availability of those services is also important because it's like a dynamic the dynamics of economy. Once there's a lot of supply, once the demand is high and the supply is low, price goes up. But when the supply is high and also as it will meet the demands, the prices will be stabilized. So you will see that they have to they have to attack this whole issue on different approaches. Tackle the transport area, make sure that you discuss with the transport workers, tackle the petroleum dealers, the people who are selling items, the TUC, that's the trade union, this thing, what do you call them now? You know, get all these things in place before you now finally lift it up. But I don't see the reason why they should rush it, sincerely. One day it will still be removed, but take the right step and approach so that it won't be felt so much on the masses. With where this thing has even started now, I pray where the Nigerians are now grumbling and, you know, it's not funny. A lot of Nigerians that were even in support of it are even say, please leave the subsidy. But trust me, as Nigerians, we will endure. But we are taking it more, how will I call it, pragmatic approach towards this thing. That's what I said. I also wanted to please just make comment on that question you talked about. If the last administration set a trap, you see, the administration is a continuum now. It's the same APC government. I'm sure you will see 50% of those people who work on that body. You will see them in this Tinubu's regime. So I don't think Buhari just wanted to leave without stepping on toes, which I agree. And I think he felt that this hard and tough decision of taking this thing, let somebody else come and take it. It was not a trap. He just felt that maybe as Tinubu is taking over, he will be able to handle it better. Let the wahala be on top of him. I don't think it's a trap. They know before they even left. They know. So the thing is that I don't see any much difference. I don't see, because the president has changed, that automatically things will change. Yes, it will change partially, but most of the major players in Buhari government, you still see them in this Tinubu's government. So I don't think there'll be much of a difference anyway. That's all the truth.
Thank you very much. He said he's not thinking there is much of difference. FM, back to you. This is the last question. This is the last question I'm going to ask you for tonight.
Okay.
Every country has something they subsidize for their citizens that people benefit from their government in one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
You and I we do not go to free school. Sometimes we look at our institution that is very cheap, good and fine. What is this? What do you think that this administrative is going to subsidize or give to return to common man, like a wheelbarrow pusher, like a tailor, like a craftsman? What are they going to benefit from this administration rather?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. You just asked the question and then you partially responded to the question. Number one, if you're asking me what this administration will subsidize, don't let us go to what's a matter of administration per se. Let us go to the fact that what has Nigeria subsidized for us? You understand? A lot of us went to free school. I remember them. My parents went to free school, and then till I finished my university, I did not pay more than 5,000 as tuition fee till I finished my university. Now, that is one of the major things the government has subsidized for us. Our educational system is the cheapest, one of the cheapest in the world as we speak today. It is one of the cheapest. Some of us, we have not spent up to 100,000 throughout our university days. But if you want to go and school, let's even take UK for instance. You know how much you are going to cough out to get the same value of education. People that are schooling overseas are also getting here. So our educational system is well subsidized. Our agricultural system is subsidized. I remember under President Muhammadu Buhari, he subsidized fertilizer for our farmers so they can approach the government and get fertilizer at a well subsidized rate. This is just to ensure that our agricultural sale, one of our major commodity, enjoy boost from the government. Another thing that is well subsidized for us is our healthcare system. Our healthcare system is the cheapest. In fact, the government even went as far as introducing NHIS, National Health Insurance Scheme, for us so that we can also enjoy quality service at a subsidized rate. So there are a lot of things that have been subsidized for us in this country. Now, look at the transportation sector. We have BRT buses in Lagos, for instance. It now depends on individual state government to also ensure that they make sure that we enjoy subsidized rates in our transportation system. The President Muhammadu Buhari has introduced our railway system. It has ensured that our train system is working at a well subsidized rate. So our transportation system to an extent in some areas are well subsidized. You see the rate at which our doctors are moving out of this country. It is because they are getting more offer from other countries compared to Nigeria. In Nigeria, we pay little for healthcare system. So if you are paying little, how do you expect us to pay our doctors billions when we are offering them a token? If you go to UK just to go and give birth in UK or in US, you spend as high as $8,000. But here in Nigeria, if you want to give birth, you are not going to spend more than $500 to give birth. And in some hospital, you spend less than $50 and you're already good to go. Some hospital, as far as we say General Hospital is concerned, with $10 you pay, and that's all. You have paid your delivery fee. So compare $10 to all these amounts of money we are paying outside the country. So Nigeria, we are enjoying in this country. To be honest, a lot of people have migrated to other countries and they start shouting if they want to dispose that waste. Is money. If they want to buy gas, is money. Electricity, money. Water, money. Nigeria, we are still enjoying subsidy in water. There are some areas in Abuja, like Kubwa, down to Katampe extension, they are enjoying free water. You understand? So we are enjoying a lot of subsidized thing in this country. There's a lot of subsidy for us in other areas. So I want to enjoin us once again that this current administration is still going to ensure that a whole lot of things will be subsidized for us in the coming days and in the coming months. I don't want to preempt him. Like I said earlier on, I'm not the spokesman, but I am talking based on the conversation I have had with stakeholders of our party and those close to the president, that Nigeria is going to enjoy under this administration, and Nigeria will be a better place for everyone to be. Thank you so much for having me tonight, and may God bless you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and God bless my co-debater, our brother, Mr. Mark. God bless you. Thank you, sir.
You are not giving your rounding off speech. After this one, I'm still going. You are going to give your rounding off speech. Oh, Mark, are you there? Hello, Mark, are you there? Okay. As we are waiting for Mark, it's like the network from Mark's side is not good. FM. Okay. Can you give your round off speech? It's like you are the one rounding up the show tonight.
Okay, thank you very much. In summary, everything we have said tonight is that first subsidy is a scam, in which we all know, and it has been a way of racketeering and sabotaging this country by some few elites. And by God's grace, first subsidy is gone. And then we are going to go through some traveling moments, some traveling period, including myself. Everyone is feeling it. And then I want to enjoin us to please let us bear this pain so that we can born a new Nigeria. We can born the Nigeria of our dream. We can ensure that this country becomes a better place for all of us. If you have the faith and the belief that this Nigeria will be better for you, it's going to be better. If you believe that Nigeria will not be better for you, and I pray that it's not going to be your portion. But I want us to be optimistic. I want us to be patriotic in the Nigerian project. No matter who is there, let us believe him. Let us support him. Don't dehumanize ourselves as a country. Don't use your mouth to badmouth this country. Don't gaslight this country. Let us present this country as a better place for everyone to come and invest in, so that at the end, Nigeria shall be the New Jerusalem of the whole world. And I pray that very soon, we all shall be a partaker of the new Nigeria that will be born with the help of our president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Thank you so much for tonight, and may God bless you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. Thank you, Mark, wherever you are. Thank you for coming to the show. All what we are after in this country, in this place, is about a better Nigeria. As many of our viewers, sorry, because this topic is very deep. Therefore, we just discuss over on subsidy. The remaining two, we are going to pick it. I think that one is not it's not going to be very, very back and front. Subsidy is very deep because subsidy touch everybody and everywhere in our nation. Only one thing I want to tell you is that keep watching The Voice. This video is going to go back to the YouTube. I'm going to download it and put it on the YouTube. God bless you. God bless the Republic of Nigeria. Bro, thank you. God bless you. My God, your family.
All right, I need to. Bye.